Alright, what is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Happy Thursday. It is March 10th, 20, almost said 2015. March 10th, 2016. Excuse me. Hello and welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Zelda ongoing gameplay. The ongoing coverage of Twilight Princess HD resumes today. We'll have one session of it today. Okay. It's been kind of an interesting week where I've been adjusting things on the fly per what's going on. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today, so you know exactly what is going on in regards to my schedule, what I'll be doing the next few days, because it is shifting a tiny bit, okay? How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. And I hope that you've caught up on the playthrough. If you weren't aware, I not only played this on stream last Tuesday, so 2 days ago, but I also did around 2 hours of gameplay Tuesday night. And that was offline. I didn't live stream that. But I did upload that. That was added to the playthrough, the ongoing playthrough on DSPGaming. There was a lot of progress. First off, I got a ton of more Poes. You know, there's invisible ghosts that you can only kill in wolf form. And after killing a bunch of them, I was able to go and free Giovanni from being frozen. He wasn't completely turned back human, but yeah, I was able to unlock, basically unfreeze him. And when he was unfrozen, he gave me a bottle, which was cool. A third bottle that I will now be using in the playthrough, obviously. So that was good. I also got a ton of heart pieces that I found all around, and that allowed me to get an extra heart, which is why right here you can see I have 9 hearts now, which is cool. In addition to that, I was doing a lot of side questing in regards to the Gorons and the bridge at Hyrule. What I basically did was I raised 1,000 rupees, paid it to the vendor in Malo Mart, which is over in Kakariko Village. They rebuilt the bridge to the east of Hyrule, or Hyrule Castle. I then was able to get the hot spring water from the Goron sitting outside of Malo Mart, ran it over across the friggin' fields to Hyrule Castle, which was quite the freaking ordeal, let me tell you. But it was funny, too. And then I got it over to the Goron. The Goron woke up, was reinvigorated, grabbed the hot spring water. So I was able to get the hot spring water. And I'm trying to think where I left the quest off. Then I went to the east. I'm sorry, the bridge was to the... Yeah, the bridge was to the east of Hyrule. Then I went to the south of Hyrule Castle. Gave the hot spring water to the Goron there that was all, like, tired out. And he cleared the path to the south of Hyrule Castle. And that's where I kind of left it off. I don't know where the next leg of this quest is. I do know that back at Malo Mart, there's a thing to raise 2,000 more rupees. And I don't know what that's for. I don't know why that exists. 2,000 more rupees apparently to bring Malo, the vendor, to Hyrule, like the marketplace. I don't know what happens when you do that. And I don't have 2,000 rupees. I think right now I have about 1,000. So what I may do today, one of the things I may do, is go give the 1,000 to them and start raising funds again. So that maybe by the end of today's stream I'll have another 1,000, and then I could go give them that and see what happens. Because I really don't know. So we will see. We will see what happens. That was a lot of stuff that I did in the 2 hours the other night. It was quite a lot of progress that was done off stream, so I hope that you've caught up with it, if you've had a chance. And today we'll be doing about another 3.5 hours of Twilight Princess HD on stream. So that's good, right? That's really good. Let's talk. Let's talk about the schedule, because I want everyone to be in the know about what's going on this week, because the schedule is changing on the fly. So, 3.5 hours of Zelda right now on stream, and I'll be uploading that, obviously, to DSPGaming after the end of the stream. Tonight I'm going to be doing my reactions to the new Captain America Civil War trailer. It was just released this morning. I've not seen it yet, but someone messaged me and said, Phil, it is really good. You've got to watch it. We want to hear your reactions. There's actually some kind of a surprise twist at the end of this trailer, and I want to, want to know your thoughts. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to watch tonight. I'm going to watch that trailer. I'm going to do a reactions video to it, similar to how I did reactions to the final Batman vs. Superman trailer, to watching Deadpool the movie, stuff like that. Okay, that's going to be one video I'm releasing tonight over on the King of Hate vlogs. Now, dependent on how long that takes, I may do something else tonight too. Originally, I was going to do a kind of thoughts on Hearthstone video, but I think more people would probably be interested in hearing my thoughts on this trailer in particular. So I think I'm going to do that instead. And then hey, who knows, maybe I'll finish that in like an hour and a half. And if I do, great. Then I'll maybe even work on the Hearthstone video. We'll see. All right. Tomorrow, the big new release, at least for me, the big new release of the week, Hitman, premieres tomorrow. So I'm going to actually get it tonight. I'm going to digitally pre-order or whatever and pre-download it tonight. And I think I'm going to actually opt for going for the $15 kind of episode 1 version of it. Now, there's two ways you can buy the game. You can either buy $60 up front and you get the entire game as it's episodically released over the course of the year, or you could just pay the $15 and get the kind of the intro and the first episode, which will be released tomorrow. I think that's what I'm going to do, quite honestly, and there's a couple reasons. All right. And number one, the reason is because I don't know if I'm going to like the game. I really did like Hitman Absolution a few years back, but from, everything I've heard, this game may not be like that, maybe a little different. I'm not sure. I've heard about some people who played the beta, and I don't know. So, number one, if I don't like it, obviously I don't want to spend all the money to buy the entire game, right? That's number one. Number two, it might not catch on with the viewing audience. The viewing audience that I had in, what was it, late 2012 when I played Hitman Absolution, I think? Or was it 2013? Now, I can't really remember. Is a lot different than the viewing audience that I have today. It really is. And even though this is a, kind of considered a AAA mainstream release, I don't know if this is the kind of game that people are going to want to see me continuously play all year as the episodes are released. So I've decided what I'm going to do is just get the first episode. We're going to do it. We'll see how people like it, see if I like it. And then, hey, if I like it and people like it, I will play the rest of the game over the course of the year when the episodes are released. So I actually, in this regard, am liking the fact that you can get the game two different ways, because it allows me to do this kind of trial run and judge off of the trial run whether or not this should be an ongoing playthrough I do all year as the rest of the game is released. So that's kind of nice. The way I'm going to tackle it, I'm going to be playing it on stream tomorrow at around noonish, like I do today with Zelda. That'll be tomorrow. And I'm thinking also of doing it again later in the day. Now, I don't know if that second session will be streamed or not. I guess it'll be dependent on how the performance of the first stream does. If I get lots of people watching and they're like, yeah, we want you to do another stream Friday night, maybe I'll do it. If not, then maybe I'll just play it offline. The goal here is that hopefully by the end of Saturday, okay, I'll be able to finish the game, finish up the Hitman game. So that way, I'll have played the whole thing, at least all of episode 1, and then I'll be able to do a kind of mini review style video about it, either Sunday or Monday night. More than likely, it's going to be Monday night. For those who are like, man, I wonder if it's any good. I didn't watch Phil's playthrough yet, but I'm curious what his thoughts are. I'll be doing a video about that probably Monday night over on KO Gaming. So that could be, that'll be good, I think, right? And then over the weekend, dependent on what people want, I may play Zelda again, or I may do another stream of Hearthstone. I'm not sure yet. I did Hearthstone yesterday for the very first time, and it was very hard to read the interest level. Let me explain. When I started streaming Hearthstone, I had almost 700 people on the stream. They were very curious to see what the game was, to see how I would play it, and people were very, very engaged because unlike a lot of the other playthroughs that I do, I was very interactive with the stream chat. I was taking feedback, we were building decks together, we were doing all this fun stuff that's a lot different than what I usually do when I play a game. And I think it ultimately ended up being a different kind of stream. But by the time the stream was over, I was down to around 400 viewers. So apparently half the people watching were turned off and left. So I got to kind of shrug and say, I don't know what happened. I was enjoying it, but is this something that will not catch on with a viewing audience of mine? I don't know. Now, I uploaded all the videos to DSPGaming. I'm going to be honest, I haven't looked at them at all. I uploaded them and just left them there. So I'm going to leave it for a couple days. I'm going to check it out maybe on the weekend and see how many people actually liked it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what people say. If people have watched it, wow, this is good. This is something different. I'd like to see Phil do it again on the weekend. Build another deck. Do more of the arena. Then maybe I'll do it. But if I go and it's like, too little, too late. This game's already a year and a half old. That's boring. Then I'll probably just focus on other stuff. I've got more Zelda I could do. There's other things I could do. The Hearthstone stream was a test to see if people would have any interest in it. As of right now, I have no idea, because like I said, I didn't check the videos, and I'd prefer not to. I'd prefer to let it stay there for a few days and see how it does, and then I'll go back and check afterward and see if there was interest. So, we'll see. Okay? Monday, I'm going to probably do more Street Fighter V, because I've really enjoyed being able to play at least once a week, even though I lose a lot, right? It still allows me to stay in the game and to at least not get super duper rusty, okay? So probably Monday I'll do another session of Street Fighter V. And then Tuesday we got a big new release, UFC 2, which I'll be covering for a few days throughout the week. I'll probably be balancing that with Zelda. And then we got Pokken Tournament on that Friday. So that's kind of the next week in advance, so you guys know what to expect, at least for now. Keep in mind, things could change. If other things happen, if other events are popping up, and people are interested in seeing something different or whatever, we always can adjust on the fly. So if you ever want to know what is really going on with me every day, you're going to want to check out my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. Every single day, I update that with a schedule at the end of the day, and I pin that to my Twitter so that you can know what to expect, at least for the next day, and hopefully, for the next few days, but it changes every once in a while. The reason I'm bringing this up is because there is a big update about my business and myself on social media, okay? Over the years that I've done YouTube, my social media presence has dramatically changed, okay? At first, I didn't have anything. I wasn't on Twitter, I wasn't on Facebook, I was basically just on YouTube, and then there was demand that I have, like, forums or a website, so I did have a website, thekingofhate.com, okay? And that was really the primary way you could communicate with me. It was either send me a private message on YouTube, or you could shoot me an email, darksidefil@hotmail.com. And that was pretty much it. There was no other interaction with me besides YouTube videos, YouTube comments, email, or shooting me a private message on YouTube, or occasionally, posting up on my forums. Over the years, YouTube changed, and basically YouTube's private messaging system is now trash. I don't use it at all anymore. Like, if anyone sends me messages on YouTube, I haven't checked them in about 2.5 years, because it's not worth it. The private messaging system is complete trash now. They've ruined it. So I stopped using YouTube for a means of communication, okay? I still have darksidefil@hotmail.com, an open email. The problem is I get 5 bajillion emails a day on that. Some are from viewers and fans who want to communicate. Some are from trolls. And a ton of them are spam emails. Because the bottom line is when you have a public email like that over the years, it gets registered for a bunch of crap spam, and that's what's happened with that account. It just gets inundated with crap. So unfortunately, it's been kind of hard to maintain that email address. So, a few years back, I think it was about 4 years ago now, I adopted both Facebook and Twitter at the same time. So my Facebook page was They Call Me DSP. I even created a Facebook fan page called They Call Me DSP1. And on Twitter, I'm @They Call Me DSP. Over the years, what I found is that Twitter is infinitely, what the flip does that mean? Infinitely more useful, infinitely more, or at least easier to use, and creates more interaction than Facebook ever did. Facebook, you can only have 5,000 people following you at a time, or you could have a fan page, but the fan page doesn't really work properly the way that a normal Facebook page does. I don't like the Facebook fan pages at all. I think that they're crap. In addition, I had all these accounts linked. I had my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Facebook fan page all linked so that if I posted on one, it would post to all of them. And it never really works. Every once in a while, it'll actually work, but most of the time, it'll post on one but not the other. The link breaks, and it doesn't notify me, so then for a week, nothing goes up on one page or the other page, and now people are out of the loop. What happened to Phil? Is he still alive? So ultimately, over the years, I kind of told people, the Facebook page is just a mirror of what I say on Twitter. If you want to know what's going on with me, follow me on Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, because the bottom line is Facebook is just a mirror, and it doesn't really serve my purposes for a business. And the bottom line is Facebook is kind of shitty when you talk about social media. It's full of ads, it's bloated as hell, people are constantly trying to hack or troll or spam and do nasty shit on Facebook. Seriously, like, it sucks. And I hate it. I've never found a use for Facebook. The only time I ever really actively use Facebook is when I'm doing my Q&A show, Ask the King. I'll say, okay, now I'm accepting Twitter and Facebook questions, and I pull the questions, and sometimes I pull some from Facebook. But the bottom line is, very few people actively even use the Facebook account anymore. Like, when I do Ask the King, I get maybe 10 questions off of there to pull from. I used to get like 40, 50, 60, but over the years, less and less people are using Facebook, at least for, you know, in the means of me and my business, and there's no reason for me to continue using it. Now, all of a sudden, over the past year, Facebook got even worse. And what I mean by that is, people found a way to try to access my account. Not to say that they did. No one got in and took control of my Facebook account. But they kept trying. And the thing is, the more that you try, the more that you do false password attempts and stuff like that, Facebook locks you out. And the only way to get back in, if you can believe it, is for me to go through this verification process. What they do is they pull random pictures of people who I'm friends with on Facebook and ask me to verify their names. Now, these are my viewers and fans. I don't know what their names are. I've got over 4,000 people who follow me on Facebook. I don't know what their names are. So I can't answer correctly, and I can't unlock the account. Last time I did this, I did it completely by chance. I was just clicking randomly, and I got through it. And the bottom line is, I'm done with it. I really am. I'm really done with it. I'm done with messing with Facebook, putting up with their ads, putting up with their bullshit. Every new day, there's a new fucking troll on there that I can't get rid of, for whatever reason. And I'm tired of them locking me out of their site. It's a piece of shit. It really is. If Facebook was great, you know, 5 to 10 years ago. I mean, we're talking about a long fucking length of time here. And the reason, oh, but Facebook has so many users. Yeah, because everyone just tells everyone to join Facebook blindly. Everyone joins it, doesn't know what the fuck it is. Spam some fucking stupid photos and shit on there. It doesn't actually have any use. It's pretty cool, I would say, if you have like friends and family who live all around the world and you can't keep in touch with them often. So instead of doing a long distance phone call that fucking costs $100, look at their Facebook page where they post pictures and put up little posts about their life. Okay, but outside of that, I don't see any use for it. It really does seem to me very outdated, just very not user-friendly, and I've never found a way to integrate it into my business. So, I'm done with it. I really am done with it. I'm not going to put up with the shit anymore of them constantly getting locked out of my own page. Oh, I want to know what Phil's up to, but his Facebook account's frozen again. Fuck it. Fuck it. Mark Zuckerberg, you may be a genius in some ways, but basically he's kind of not done anything with the fucking thing for a long-ass time. I'm sure he doesn't give a shit anymore now that he's filthy rich and basically a celebrity. And it sucks. So I'm not dealing with it anymore. I'm done with it. Done with Facebook. Completely done. So if you want to know, you know, about me, okay? If you want to know what's going on with me, there's two ways. Either follow me on Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. I also have an Instagram account. Instagram.com/TheyCallMeDSP. That's where I post up pictures. So, you know, all the shit that's on Facebook, you could actually see all that kind of same stuff with me without all the ads and bloated bullshit and trolling and shit if you just follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. That's what I recommend you do. And if you do that, you'll know exactly what's going on, and you'll be in the know about me and my business and all of that, and you won't have to deal with any of that Facebook bullshit, okay? It's okay for you. If you like Facebook personally, it's good for your friends and family. More power to you. For me, I can't deal with it anymore. I never saw benefit to it to begin with. It's nothing but just fucking spam and shit. Forget it. Enough of that garbage. Alright. So, that's the deal with social media, ladies and gents. What else is going on? A few quick things and then we'll get started. First of all, I want to say thank you to any of you who've been checking the description of my videos and streams, and you have used the Amazon associate link that you see there. I've not mentioned this in quite some time, so I wanted to bring it up again. You can use that link whenever you shop on Amazon.com. All you need to do is click the link and then go shopping as usual. And many people have used it. It is pretty awesome, the amount of people who have used it. It's certainly, let me put it this way. It's certainly not making me rich, but it's nice to know that people care. Let's put it that way. So thank you to those who have used it, and consider using it yourself if you shop on Amazon.com. Okay? That's number one. Number two. Thank you to those who have contributed to my Patreon recently. In fact, in the past week, I've had a bunch of new pledgees at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. So, check it out. If you pledge to the Patreon, first and foremost, you're allowing me to continue to do live streaming gameplay, on-demand gameplay, vlogging, and edited videos for a living. And quite honestly, it's really the only reason that I'm able to still do this full-time is because of Patreon. It is a significant amount of my income, and I'm very appreciative to those who have pledged and who are continuing to pledge to allow me to keep doing this. It makes me feel appreciated that you guys love what I do and you want to see me keep doing it in the style that I do it. So thank you for that. If you have not pledged and you're wondering, what am I talking about? Well, for as little as $1, you can earn some cool personal perks, such as getting either text or verbal thank you shout-outs in my videos. You can also get your question answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, or you can get a private Q&A video made for yourself, where you can personally ask me questions directly, and I will make a video catered just for you, and you can decide whether or not it's just for you, or you want to share it with your friends or whoever. Pretty cool, right? So, that's what you get personally for pledging. But in addition to that, you contribute towards a large monthly goal, which have been various different things, including marathons of gameplay, Patrons' Choice playthroughs, various different things going on. And in fact, right now, there's two things going on right now. Number one, patrons are voting on a Patrons' Choice playthrough that's going to start taking place the next to last week of March. That's actually around a little less than 2 weeks from now, actually. It'll be about a week and a few days from now when that'll begin. Right now, it does look like it's going to be Persona 3. Okay? And then, also, patrons are currently voting on a platforming marathon that's going to take place at the end of the month. More than likely, it's going to be the final day of the month, like March 31st. Right now, Conker's Bad Fur Day HD is in the lead. It's close. It's a close vote. I think Crash Bandicoot 3 is right on its heels, but I think a lot of people want to see me finish this game that I started back in late December. So, hopefully, you know, we'll see what happens. I'd love to play either of those games, but it would be nice if I finished Conker. That'd be pretty cool, because I liked the game, okay? So that's just an example of a few events, but there's been other stuff, like I played Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2 last year. I did 2 Rockathons where I played Rock Band 4. I played Minecraft and Persona 4, and I did a Yakuza 4 playthrough, and I played Fallout New Vegas, a second run playthrough, where I went back and re-experienced the game before we played Fallout 4 last year. So it was a lot of, everything coming out of Patreon is pretty positive. I've had equipment upgrades and things as a direct result. That's pretty sweet, okay? So that's nice. And I obviously want to continue doing this full time. I'm very appreciative to those who have contributed. If you have not checked it out yet, please do. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. And remember, the most successful people who use Patreon are people who have a lot of people who give a little. So, for example, if half of my ongoing viewer base pledged $1 to Patreon a month, which is nothing, right? $1. It's not even a pack of gum, right? You know what I mean? It's nothing. But that would significantly help my business. I wouldn't, you know, if everyone did that, I wouldn't have to worry about YouTube views and the performance of this series versus this series. I could just play whatever the hell I wanted and be free, have that lifted off my back, freedom to do what I want. But we're certainly not there yet. Right now, I believe we've got between 200 to 250 ongoing patrons every month, and I'm very appreciative for that. If we get that to like 1,000, just think about how different things would be, right? So just throwing that out there, consider it. You don't have to be, you know, super rich to do it. $1 a month, okay? And of course, last but not least, my girlfriend Leanna has her own business. It's called The Black Currant. She sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart milk. You can check it out at etsy.com/shop/The Black Currant, spelled Currant. She just celebrated her 1-year anniversary and launched her spring line of product. And in addition to that, she now ships via USPS first class mail, which significantly lowers the cost of shipping if you are living in the contiguous United States of America. And there you have it, everyone. All right. That is it for the pre-stream. Thank you for being patient. Let us begin with the Twilight Princess gameplay. I'm excited. I hope you are too. I've really been enjoying this game. Thanks, everyone. And I think it's time to begin. What do you think? Sounds like a plan, right? All right, here we go.